Hi everyone, if you want to be a smarter trader, welcome to my channel. Today I want to introduce you an amazing super indicator that I've created. It's called the Super Indicator 14 in 1. This tool combines 14 different indicators into one and even includes a free bar reply feature, especially for Tradingview, which is also completely free. You can easily use this super indicator and it's perfect for those who using a free TradingView account because it lets you bypass the usual limitations. You can have access to 14 indicators in one and then add an extra indicator of your choice to your chart. But there's a catch. Due to TradingView's restrictions, I can't publish this indicator publicly on the platform. It's only available to members of my channel and is provided on an invite-only basis. All you need to do is message me and I'll give you the access of it for free. Some people say you need to go to other sites like Go Charting, but with this super indicator, you can activate these features directly in TradingView easily and for free. First, I want to show you what the bar reply feature is and how it works. As you might know, TradingView has a built-in bar reply feature, but it's only available for paid accounts. For those using the free version, it's not available. Well, guess what? I've designed an indicator that activates this feature for free for the members of my channel. Let me show you how you can use it. Step 1 is to activate the bar reply section in the indicator. Then we move on to step 2. Setting the start and end time for the reply. The start time can be any date, like 2021 or even just a few hours ago. It doesn't really matter. What matters to us is the end time, because we want the data to show up until that moment so we can start our backtesting from there. So we set the end time at the point where we want to begin the backtest. Let's say I've reached a certain point and I've reviewed all the lines on the chart. Now I want to start backtesting from the left side of the chart using the bar reply. I'll take this red line as a starting point for backtesting. As you can see, the indicator has two lines, one green and one blue. The blue one indicates the start of the process, and the red one indicates the end. You can adjust and move the starting point as needed. Next, to complete the bar reply process, all you need to do is go to the chart settings and hide the main chart prices. It's that simple. Now you have a bar reply feature just like the original one in TradingView, and it works with all 14 indicators in this super indicator. This means you can easily backtest any of the indicators by moving the line forward. For example, I might deactivate the Ichimoku and activate the Bollinger Bands. From the moment I pointed out, the indicator activates. Now let's say you're doing your analysis and want to see what happens if you enter a buy position. Just drag the line a bit forward and you'll see whether the take profit was hit or the stop loss was triggered, or whatever the outcome of your backtest shows. You can also change the indicators below and see what happens. This feature is exactly the same as the original bar reply in TradingView. Every time you move this line, a new candle appears. By moving the line, new candles easily display on the chart, and you can even backtest the various indicators in this super indicator in the same way. Now let's talk about settings. You can activate multiple indicators on the chart. For example, you might add the parabolic SAR, turn on the Ichimoku, active the Bollinger Bands, and have the MACD displayed at the bottom. When you scroll down, you'll see the settings for each indicator. Here's the section for adjusting the bar reply colors. And below that, you have the settings for EMAs or SMAs, or in general, moving averages. You can choose the type and set the period lengths. A very important feature of these moving averages is that they are multi-time frame. This means you can easily use the EMAs or SMAs from higher time frames even when you are on a 1-minute chart. I've included 3 multi-time frame EMAs for you, which you can switch to SMA or any other type of moving average available here. The next section contains the Ichimoku settings, which you can see right here. Then you have the Bollinger Band settings, and further down, the settings for the SAR, RSI, MACD, CCI, MFI, stochastic, RSI, ADX, and the simple stochastic indicators. Let's move on. Let's discuss the style or the colors. In each section, I've noted which line the color corresponds to. For example, Ichimoku cloud, baseline, conversation line, and so on. You can change the color of each line exactly to your liking. Now let's talk about the lower part of the chart. Right now, I've only activated the MACD at the bottom. Let me reduce the number of indicators at the top to make the screen less cluttered and so it looks better in the video. Now, when you look at the lower part of the chart, you'll see that the MACD's values are based on specific prices for each currency, which can vary. For example, Bitcoin might have one set of values, while other currencies have different values. But indicators like the RSI or CCI generally move within a range of 0 to 100, or sometimes from negative 100 to positive 100 across all currencies. So these indicators have different scales. If you activate multiple lower indicators at the same time, like MACD and RSI, they might overlap and not look very nice on the chart. But you can still activate MACD, RSI, CCI, MFI, and stochastic RSI all at once, though it might get cluttered and hard to read. It's better to activate each one separately and use them for backtesting. For instance, I deactivated the MACD and only activated the RSI. Now you'll see the RSI displayed on the chart. And because the start date of the indicator was set to just a moment ago, there isn't any previous data shown. But if I want to see the earlier data, I can drag the line back, and the RSI data for the previous periods will appear on the chart. Now I have the candlesticks on the chart with the RSI below it. I can also use the CCI instead of the RSI. I deactivated the RSI and placed the CCI under the candlesticks. Or I can put the MFI under the candlesticks and even replace it with the stochastic RSI. As you can see, I can activate any of these 14 indicators on the chart and use them for backtesting with great speed. After making your decisions on the chart and determining your position, you can move these lines forward and back, whether it's 1 candle at a time, 5 candles at a time, or even 100 candles at a time. Some people might not want to use the reply feature. In that case, they can deactivate the reply and bring the actual candlesticks back onto the chart in the settings. But the starting point will still be where you decided. If you don't want the starting point to be too close, you can set it to several years ago in the settings so that you won't even notice it as a starting point. and the indicator will work just like a real one. In any case, this indicator is completely free to use. From now on, I'll be releasing different super indicators for free, exclusively for members of my channel. Make sure to follow the channel and keep an eye on the new videos. I also have some VIP strategies and indicators available, so if anyone is interested, feel free to message me and I'll assist you. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help us improve our content. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.